We've got a problem. This episode was supposed to be about progress. Instead, it's going to be about problems. Welcome to Dad Built. So we knew with this pool project, not everything was going to go according to plan. And as we get into the second week, we're experiencing that reality head on. I had accounted for weather delays, but as it turns out, rain was going to be the least of our problems this week. The week did start out pretty normal, so we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off, talking about this bonding grid. Check it out. Let's take a look at this rusty metal grid that's around the whole pool area. That is called bonding grid, and it's actually a very important safety feature involved in pool construction. And what it is a way of connecting together electrically everything around the pool and all of the equipment and dissipating the voltage so that it doesn't become harmful to someone who's in the pool. So for bonding grid, you've got basically two features. You've got this metal grate all around the pool here, and then you've got this bare copper wire, and you've probably seen a lot of this as we've walked around and done these walkthroughs. This copper wire goes to each component, each electrical component, or each conductive component, like the auto cover here, like the rails alongside the pool, and that wire runs from that point down to the grid itself where it ties in. And then I'm not sure if you can see this, but that wire is going to carry through all along this grid. It's going to come here and connect, and so all of this electrical stuff is getting connected together, and then it brings that voltage and dissipates it throughout this grid so that you can't have a buildup of voltage that then shocks you while you're in the water. Something you don't think about, but it is absolutely necessary when you have water, which is highly conductive, and you have all of this different, electrical equipment and metal surfaces, things that conduct electricity. You want to be able to be in the water without being in a dangerous situation. We were feeling pretty good, and then the rain started. We've been under rain delay now for the past several days. The whole backyard is a sloppy, muddy mess, and there's really not much that can be done about it. We just gotta ride it out. Prior to this delay, the project was ahead of schedule though, so I'm hoping that this doesn't end up pushing back the opening of the pool. Once the rain cleared up, the work started again. It was time to lay the concrete footer for the coping. I really enjoyed watching this part. If we thought the rain delay was an issue, we were about to go from bad to worse. It turns out the electricians are going to have to dig a trench all the way around the house, which was not part of the original plan. Let me show you what that looks like from the ground. This sub panel has to connect to the main electric panel, which is actually all the way on the other side of the house. So the original plan was to go through the foundation wall here, under the bonus room in the crawl space, and then take it through the ceiling of the basement. However, the way the basement ceiling is finished, for whatever reason, they couldn't do it. So they needed to go around the house instead of through it. So they're gonna dig this trench all the way around from the equipment pad to the other side where the main electrical panel is. I'm worried this is gonna set us back in both time and money. And when they get to the other side of the house, they're gonna have to lay the conduit deep. So they brought in an excavator to dig this trench 2 feet down.
You know, we're gonna run our pipe and then we'll end up backfilling this part at least.
Yeah. Just when we thought nothing else could go wrong, this happened. It was so rainy that the side yard turned to absolute mud, and they had just dug this big trench, so the ground was really soft. They tried to bring in a pallet of stone with a tracked skid steer, and it just sunk. I really couldn't believe it. I've never seen a tracked machine get stuck like this. But to get the skid steer out, they had to bring in an excavator and pull it out. It was very intense. Finally, the weather cleared up and the work could continue. They finished laying the stone coping around the pool and it looked really great. Despite all the challenges of this week, we were able to end back on track. And the weather got nice enough we were able to grill out as well. We had some friends over and we could show off some of the pool progress to them. Even Reed stopped by. You might remember him. He's my bug guy. We did that video together where we talked about pest control on his large property. You should check that one out. We ended the week on a positive note, ready for concrete. Thanks for tuning into this Dad Built Pool series. I hope you're enjoying following along with this project. Make sure you check out the channel for other episodes in this series, as well as other DIY videos for dads. It would be cool if you subscribed and joined the crew. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.